All right, we have Coach Krzyzewski coming in along with Mason Plumley and Tyler Thornton. Plumley had 17 points. Tyler Thornton had 7 points. And Mason had 12 total rebounds. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, well, it was just a great basketball game, and both teams were so deserving of winning. And that's what makes a great basketball game, where so many kids are making big plays. The physicality, clean physicality of the game, the crowd, the kids responded from both teams. And I thought our defense really picked up in the second half. And I thought the key guy to the game for the game was Mason. You know, Mason really played like such a man with physicality inside, and our team, when you play with a guy who's playing that hard and that demonstrative, it gives you confidence. It gives you a lot of confidence, and I think it started with him. You know, it's tough to single out anybody else, but I'm telling you, just effort-wise, I've done this a long time. That was the key to the game. I know he didn't make the all-tournament team or whatever, but he made my team. We don't win this championship without him. And then the little guy next to me, I thought his three to put us up by 2. Johnson made such a big shot, and it could have knocked you out. And instead, we came down, and Tyler just drained that 3. And the shot he hit at the end of a clock. There were about 5 times in the last 2 games where in the last 5 seconds of the shot clock, we have a color that we call out that you just got to get a shot up. And we called the color, and he always had the ball. And 4 of the 5 times we scored, and the 5th time, I thought he might have even gotten a foul. But the last one we called the color, and when it's a dream shot. I mean, we're lucky. People say it's a lucky shot, and I will tell you I'm lucky to have him on my team to shoot the shot. And sometimes you're just on a bus with a guy who deserves to win. And for that moment, we were on his bus, and thank goodness he knew how to drive it. Proud of my team. Honor to play Kansas always. And Bill's team, they're terrific, and our kids were terrific, and we were fortunate enough to win. So.
Great, we'll open it up for questions. Rob?
Coach, 2-part question. What is it about this arena that just brings out the best in you guys? And can you recall in your other trips here a better atmosphere than tonight?
Well, this was as good an atmosphere as you could have, really. It's not, unless you're at someone's home court, for that home team. And, that's what makes Maui. You can go, you watch these other tournaments, and it's never full, right? I mean, it's good basketball, but the atmosphere just isn't there, and that's why it's been a real honor for us to be here. You have to be a little bit fortunate to win 5 of these and win all the games. That means a lot of our guys have made good plays. I'm happy for Ryan. For the big guys, they can now tell Wojo that he's not the only, Duke player on the wall. Ryan can kind of, I'm not sure he'll have guts to do that, though, Mason. But we've loved being in the tournament, and it's so well run and classy all the way.
When Seth kicked me the ball, I looked at the shot clock. It was 3 seconds, and I just tried to get up a good shot. Once it left my hands, I kind of felt that it was going to be good, and luckily it was. And it looked a lot of plays leading up to that play that we did on defensive end that were very important.
You're not going to talk about the screen we set for you on that?
No. Gavin in the front.
Coach Self said you might not have been able to see the rim on that last shot. Did you see the rim?
I saw the rim, but it was a tough shot. I think Johnson was on me. He contested it really well.
When it was right in front of our bench, and when he shot it, it looked good. Obviously it was good, and I couldn't believe he got the shot off. I mean, getting the shot off was the main thing. because then you keep the clock running. We got a chance for an offensive rebound. It going in was obviously amazing.
Coach, you were pretty demonstrative, trying to fire your team up early in the second half there. What was your thought process there?
I want to win. You know, I wanted them to see that I haven't retired yet, and that it's important for me, for them, for us, for this team, and they've seen me emotional a number of times, but with this emotion, it was all for them. You know, sometimes it's against them, or fighting something that they're not doing well. But we're all together tonight. You know, it was a cool thing. I loved the way we played in the second half and competed. You know, it was such a bond there tonight. It's the beauty of basketball when that happens. Win or lose, it was a good thing for our team today. I really think Ryan's going to be one of the best players when he finishes up. He's going to be a pro. I didn't know if I was just hoping we'd win some games here. You don't know if you're going to win the whole thing, so I don't think of MVP in that. But any of the guys who start for us, because we're balanced, could have been. I mean, Ryan, I think, was deserving for 3 straight days in what he did. But, he wouldn't be MVP if Mason didn't play well tonight. If we didn't win, he wouldn't be MVP. So that's the kind of balance we have on our team. And he knows that, and these guys know it too. But they're happy for him. They're really happy for him. We held them to 26 points in the second half. They kind of had, I thought they outplayed us in the first half. And not that we were playing poorly, they were very good. We were kind of fortunate to be down by only 4. But then in the second half, we played a little bit better, and it showed up on the defensive end, and really with the physicality of Mason wanting the ball inside. It's one of those neat things that happens in competition. And for these guys to experience it as key players, that's really the first time for Mason at this level. He's usually with Singler and Nolan Smith and Kyrie and Shire, and this is a big day for Mason. I thought he just leaped a couple levels tonight. And the only way you do that is to experience it. It's not coaching. The kid does it, and he did that tonight. I mean, I could talk about him for a long time tonight. It's one of the beautiful things in coaching when you get to see a kid do that.
I think the thing that's neat about our team is everybody's happy for each other. There's not one guy that wouldn't say they aren't ecstatic about Ryan getting the MVP, Austin making the all-tournament team. There's not a guy on our team that was more deserving of hitting those shots than Tyler. So Seth had a great week. It was such a great 3 days, and I felt like we knew a little bit about ourselves coming here, but this couldn't have been a better tournament for our team, not just in terms of winning it, but the way we played and the way we finished it was it was awesome. And it was fun to be a part of.
Well, just defensively, we needed, Austin had 4, and he got banged up on his shoulder a little bit. And, it wasn't that he didn't do anything wrong. It's just that team out on the court was so good defensively that you didn't want to mess up with it. And, he's fine with it, and, he'll win a lot of games for us, and he has. I mean, that's why he made all-tournament team. He's played well here.
Coach, what were your impressions of Kansas today, and how good do you think they could be by March?
Yeah, well, I don't, like for all of us, we got to stay healthy. They're not as deep as they normally are, but their first 6 or 7 are really good. And you have Robinson, and you can do a lot of things, because he gives you strength and points and physicality, and their perimeter can really defend, and they can really defend. They're big, they're tall. They're not 6'1", they're 6'4", 6'6", 6'3". So, and Bill's one of the best coaches, and a good friend, and Yeah, I think he'll have a lot of fun watching this team grow. I think it'll keep getting better because they have good character and we do too.